Yes, people, welcome to Rollin with Big Bill, where the stories flow smoother than an iced cup of coffee. Yes, today I've got a very special guest with me, Ollie. Yeah, future director, producer, yeah, you name it, documentarian. Yeah, he's gonna do everything. I promise you right now, people. Ollie, what do you say?
Picking me up like I'm some sort of an owl doing.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, well, you taught me a lot right now, innit? And I feel like I need to give people the real hype as to how excited I am about like having you on the show, you teaching me all this, innit?
Oh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure to be here.
It's nice, innit? Yeah. What got you into the scene, let's put it that way? What got you into like media productions, wanting to direct things?
Well, going in through school is, along with me and my friends, we've always enjoyed looking at cameras, being like enjoying film watching as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've got directors like Spielberg with Jurassic Park and Ridley Scott with Alien. Just pure cinematic,
Yeah. What do you reckon makes a director then? What makes a good director?
Makes a good director.
Yeah. What separates the directors? Or better question.
I'd say what makes a good director is maybe discipline on set. Because they know what they want to do and not make it a mess. Because there's been so many that have done it and they've just gone through the roof. Like a lot of Marvel these days, they do it and just, there's a lot more than a director, like a hierarchy, like directors, producers, right? All key with each other. Communication is another one, and they just fall through.
What do you work together? Like, you've got a director, a producer, and like, what was the other person that you said?
Like a writer.
The writer. Do they all work together then?
Oh, 100%. The producer, I'd say sometimes producer can be more important than director, which is weird to say. The director directs the film, the producer produces it, if you know what I mean by that.
No, yeah, I get you, but if the producer has produced it, isn't it the job of the director to sort of like direct the vision of the producer, not like the other way around? But
the producer makes the film, the director directs it, so the producer can hire someone to hire the actors, or the producer can hire someone to make the set.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, with my experience of not being a producer, but being with a producer, they do all the paperwork, like risk assessments and stuff. When we travel to, as a group, I did a travel work thing to Wincanton to do a short advert clip for Charles and Direct company, which is like an electrical, like when you go on the side of the road, you see there's like big metal boxes, and they wanted to show off their new product where it like comes from the ground. And too techy for me in terms of electrics.
That is sick though.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much not films that, actual films that you guys do. You could be like related to people's businesses. You can go in, do a little bit of this and that as well, I'm guessing.
So with this one, they came to us, which is quite far for someone from Wincanton, because it was about we took 2 trains and it was about an hour each on the train.
Yeah.
And they came to us, because it's a free name for the end. So students and all, as much as we paid for the effort, getting up at like 6 it was to get on this train to get there and film, and sleep in the same room with the guy who snores.
That's tough, man. That is tough. Really?
But they came to us and wanted an advert, or another, and there was loads of other groups as well. There was a crypto company that came in, an extras company in Penarth that came in, and they all wanted a free advert, and it ultimately helps us as well.
Because you're getting to learn on the job, you're learning within the field, isn't it? Actually doing it, producing things that are going to be used by the people that are coming to you, isn't it?
It was our first kind of test of a professional environment in terms of doing this, so we had to wear high vises with a camera. I had the Sony A7 on my shoulder, on this big rig, where my other mate, who was another camera op. So there's 2 of us doing camera ops. He had the tripod, I had the shoulder mount where I could do more stable shots, a bit like that. He was kind of stood still.
Fair. So with the course that you're doing, how many years is it this after?
I'm in my 2nd year. It's a 3-year course with an option for a 4th master's.
What does the master's involve though? What do you have to do? Like, what separates from like the standard course to like you doing a master's?
So originally the course is like 3 years long, and the 4th year, or the master's, is completely optional. It's not really part of the course, really. They advertise it as 3 years, but there is a master's. And the master's, I'd say it's like more experience doing stuff, or maybe they help you get into the experienced area more.
Do you get to decide like what sort of field that you want to go into? Because I remember you saying that you wanted to do documentaries.
Yeah.
Become a documentarian. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing if you do decide to do a masters, are you gonna do it? Yes, no, or you haven't thought about it yet?
I'm on the fence a bit. I'm gonna kind of see where sometimes in the third year we do something called an FMV, a final major piece, and it's a final piece at the end you do, and kind of your whole third year, the whole course is kind of summed in that one piece.
Damn.
Like I was watching a few third years show me theirs, and you have to do like a presentation on it as well, like a big research. It takes about a year to do. So
what exactly are you researching? Like this is a whole like damn.
Like set, actors, finances to make this happen. Equipment. Really, well, I don't think it takes that long. That could be final last words for me.
Yeah, you never know though, innit? Damn. Okay. So out of curiosity, since I feel like filming involves a lot of travel. Have you been anywhere that you've like filmed and you've been like, you know what? Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, I like this sort of place. Anywhere like that at all?
I've been to America a few times, and one place that stood out was Los Angeles, which is a bit. At the moment, it's a little.
Oh yeah, at the moment, yeah.
I don't know if I'll be going back anytime soon.
Yeah.
But we went there, and as a filmmaker and filmmaker, somebody who likes film a lot, it was a dream to go there. Finished. We went to Palm Studios, saw the studio sets and all that. Saw a few things like we saw the Top Gun set, or the final scene they shot in the film was
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, like the first one.
Yeah.
And it was just like in the middle of nowhere. It's just behind a studio, so it was just this little corner, and it's such an important scene with him and the female cast. I haven't seen it, but I was told it's important.
Alright. Was he there though, Tom Cruise, when you were?
No, but apparently Tom Hanks was there an hour before we got there. Gutted.
Damn.
Yeah. We did see a few trailers there that were like people dressed as caveman, which was a bit odd. I haven't seen it out yet.
Caveman. Do you reckon they're releasing a film with caveman?
I only assume so. Otherwise,
that would be crazy though, isn't it?
We went about 3 years ago now, so I would think it'd be out, but I haven't seen anything of it.
You never know though. It could be like Avatar. You know how like Avatar, they took like 10 years to so you never know what.
That's a full CGI film that. And if you see behind the scenes of that, like Planet of the Apes is another good one.
Yeah.
Kind of, so it's like people in these like morph suits. It's astonishing how.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, like, how did they make it so like realistic though, innit? Because when you look at like Planet of the Apes, it looks like an actual, like
Yeah. I mean, CGI recently has been a bit questioned in terms of production. Like Marvel, I don't know if you've seen any of them.
Nah, with Marvel I can sort of like, I'm like, there's special effects on that one, but it's just, when you look at Planet of the Apes, sometimes I'm like, obviously this is fictional, but it's like, this is exactly what an ape does, isn't it? Like, so it's kind of hard to sort of like separate it from reality. And fiction.
Have you ever seen behind, like, with the first 3 films I watched behind the scenes with Andy Serkis, who's he kind of wears all this stuff as a living. He's a lot of characters in the film making stuff, and he plays Caesar, the main ape. And he has these massive crutches on his hands, and he like walks around like them. And he says you have to go into like this ape school to learn how to walk like them. It's like, that's a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So since you're the man behind the like obviously film yourself, do you have any input into like what the actors do, like to make the shot better, to make it seem like this is realistic as it appears on screen? Do you have any say in that, or is it mostly the director's job? Or
sometimes I do. Like the wing canton thing I was on about. We didn't really film. We filmed a person who we did a mobile app advert as well. So we did this Sigma unit, it was called, which you pull out of the ground, and then we did this app which controls the lampposts in the area. And we got one of the main people who worked there to act in it, and like we filmed over the shot of his phone and him doing it. But in terms of what we kind of say to them, it's kind of, we do have a little bit of a say, but again the director has most. We can talk to the director about it, and then they could be like, nah, I want to keep it like this, and be like, okay, we'll buy the director.
It's very fascinating, bro. Very fascinating. But when you're like setting all this up, I was just looking and thinking to myself, I was like, there's a lot of work that goes into a production in a way. Even though, like, I'll give you my own experiences, and like trying to direct everything as one person,
Yeah.
it's a lot, and obviously the quality that I was producing isn't gonna be as good as this, because I was like, there's a lot more that actually goes into setting up and making sure every angle is correct, and you provided a lot of learning, which I'm very thankful for. But it's quite nice though.
If you look at the end of films, the list of names, every single one of them is as important as the other.
Yeah.
And like there's a director, assistant director, and there's sometimes a third director, just who keep giving each other. Like it works as a little group, the directors can, and producers, and it's just everyone needs another person almost.
Like an assistant, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
It's pretty much teamwork,
Second opinion on this, and then say you want to do something, the director's doing something. Like Christopher Nolan, he's filming in his recent Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, hell of a film.
Hell of a film.
Yeah.
He's filming the Trinity bomb thing, and it was the first fall of the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Like he must have had loads of people on that, on like 3 different angles they filmed on. So they filmed from the view of Cillian Murphy, and then probably CG as well. But he doesn't, he's not a big fan of CG himself. So practical effects is another one, other than Artman, which makes a film. Just to summarise that a little bit, every single person is as important as the rest.
I think I might need to start looking at what are they called? The end credits at the film, just to at least see, recognize that okay, these are the people that actually made this film to be as good as it is. Because sometimes you get carried away with the main actors or the supporting cast, that you actually don't appreciate the people that are actually behind the scene, what actually went on before you guys see the hour and a half or 2 hour film that's on our screen, because I feel like you guys probably spend hours working on camera angles. Oh no, this doesn't look good, we need a retake of this and that as well, innit? I don't know if I'm waffling, but do you reckon, is that what you guys will be doing when you're doing shots I don't like this, you might have to redo another one?
Yeah, I mean I did another film in uni as well, but we had a bit of camera fault, so that's where to film the phone. Hated that one. But we did rehearsals, and just to test the camera, see how it looks on the person. So we could go to a similar looking set, not necessarily to the set. Like we did a real recording yesterday. Yeah. And we did a short film to submit into this Transylvania film thing, and it was a short film on a vampire. And it can be a comedy, it can be anything. So we did a little comedy thing on it. Yeah. And we did little rehearsal shots of. So we kind of did it in spire of The Office. So we did little rehearsal shots of the interviews they do. So they kind of sat there like this.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
And they look at the camera and go, I hate this person, he did that. It's like a reaction.
To the initial, I like it. Damn, it's it. A little quick question for you.
Okay.
If you had to direct something, anything, what would you like to direct? What would be one thing that you're I wouldn't mind dedicating, the next couple of years to this sort of thing? What would that be?
Well, if I'm going from uni or something like that, you have to get people who share almost similar interests to you. Yeah. So a lot of directors do stuff that they find interesting. Like Christopher Nolan's new film is on a Greek mythology type thing.
So I'm guessing is it in Greece or something?
That's his history.
Yeah.
I quite like documentary, animals, both inland, offland. Offland's a little difficult. But
deep sea diving.
Free diving, deep sea diving. There's loads of courses. There's 2 separate ones. They branch out a bit like that. You've got the PADI courses and you've got the SSID free diving ones. Yeah. I'd love to get into those. I'd love to film something like some humpback whales or some great whites. Manta rays.
Can you swim though? You can't swim.
I can swim.
Yeah. Comfortably. You're not some of us that you know the water.
I did it younger and I like to do it when I can. The swimming's quite fun, lane swimming. Yeah. But if I'm doing something like diving, they give you weights to go across your belt to drop you. They give you flippers. I've used flippers before. They hurt your ankles, but again, it's something I used to.
Alright. But who's Doug Jones?
Doug Jones?
Yeah.
Oh, that's there's someone we studied in film studies. Yeah. But I got a pleasure to have a Zoom call with a bunch of others, who I made, and got to learn what he does and how he does.
So it's someone that's completely oblivious to who Doug Jones is. Are you able to tell me what he does and you know how you sort of.
He's the guy behind Suits in a good way of putting. So we studied a thing called Pan's Labyrinth, and it's a Spanish film.
Yeah.
Del Toro, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like a mystical film. It's a bit weird. It's about this little girl who her father's died and she's going to look for her real parents, but it's set in 1940s Spanish Civil War.
Damn, that's
or
taking back.
80 or around the Spanish Civil War, around against the fascists and all. And it's got this like fascist leader in it. I mean, it's very World War II at the same time.
Yeah.
So you know, got this kind of sense of the cars they're driving. But she goes to find her like king, queen, father, and Doug Jones is behind most of the creatures in that. So we filmed quite an important film we looked at was called The Pale Man.
The Pale Man.
And it's like this slender guy.
Yeah.
And he's more pale white, and he sits at this throne in like almost hell. And, you know, the camera pans around. He's got this dioramas and paintings in the sky of meeting children on the shoe collection on the floor, a bit like the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And he's got this bucket, like this banquet of food in front of him, all red. And in Spain in that time, they were hungry. They were, hungry because of the sanctions of food.
Sounds interesting, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll search it out myself though.
No, it's a good film.
Yeah.
It's all in Spanish if you can handle that.
I have to, perfect my Spanish. Yeah, I know the basic words in it.
I don't. You get a good understanding of it.
Yeah.
He sits there and he wakes up when she eats some food after like temptation. It's almost like the devil.
Yeah.
And he gets these eyes he puts in his hands, and it's a very famous shot where he kind of does this. His eyes are in his hands, and then he chases her to kill her.
Oh my day. Okay. No, I'll definitely search it up though.
It's a good film. It's a recommended film.
Is it on Netflix though, or like Amazon Prime?
It's on Amazon to rent, I believe. I don't think it's on Prime anymore.
Will it have a bit of what do you call, like subtitles for some
Yeah.
Alright, that'll be alright though. But a little icebreaker though. What's something so random that Ollie does that not most people would know?
What most people would know.
Yeah. I'll give you. I'll bring guys here. I'll give you an example. I like to stretch for bed. Yeah.
Okay.
I know a lot of people be like, nah, this guy probably doesn't stretch and do that. But I do like to stretch. It's not like every day, but most days. Yeah. How about you?
When I go down the stairs, I tap the top of my roof. Like almost like I'm in Anfield. It's like a little finger marks on there.
No, it's a new thing though, isn't it? It's something that you enjoy, and it gives you a bit of, let's say your own specific, unique personality, which is quite nice.
It works for them. It works for me sometimes. In terms of luck.
But since you're a Liverpool fan, what do you reckon about this season? How you guys are performing? Do you reckon you guys are gonna be finishing top, like you're running the league, and not like you guys are running.
We're currently, I think, 6 points ahead with a game in hand, so we're quite comfy at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much now. You're 9 points ahead, isn't it? You're playing Everton. Your game in hand is Everton.
Well, you never know.
It's gonna be an easy game.
We said that about Forest, and look how they're doing.
Yeah, but Forest, you can't compare Forest to
No, you can't, no.
to Everton.
They just lost their manager as well.
Yeah, Sean Dyson at peak times, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Now, I had a little thing that I forgot to ask you earlier when we were talking about your trips to America. Did you get to meet any like celebs at all?
We passed a few. Well, we think we passed a few. We not any sense of filming. Like we think we saw Shaquille O'Neal.
Swear? Oh, yeah. The thing is, you can't miss Shaquille O'Neal though, innit? He's just a big unit though, innit?
Just seeing the car he pulled up in.
Yeah, I'm
We
guessing.
were going to Ben and Jerry's for some ice cream. We had like every night we went there for a late night ice cream because it was hot.
You guys are trying to catch diabetes to be honest. Ben and Jerry's every nah, but it's nice though, you can't do
Yeah, he pulled up in this Rolls Royce, big boy car.
Yeah.
And he kind of sat there waiting for us to leave the shop because we kind of just sat in the window seat.
Just waiting for him.
Just staring at him. It just felt so awkward.
Was it a big was it custom made though? Because Shaq is like, what, 6'9"?
So I don't know if it was custom made, I'm not into cars that much, but it was one of those ones you see like royalty come out in.
Damn.
We kind of walked down the street and we saw this bigger man kind of pop out, so we were like, I think that was him. Yeah.
Do you get to watch any basketball games whilst you're there? Because I can imagine, I'm a big basketball fan, so it's always nice to, I would love to go to like an NBA court, whether that's in America, if they do a tour here, I'd love to go and see the NBA players playing live. It's a big unit.
No, but we saw loads of like kids wearing like LA Lakers, LeBron on their back. I think it's LeBron. Don't hold me to that. But we saw a few kids wearing those, and we had a child come up to us and be like, to my mate, he was like, "Where'd you get your haircut done, man?"
Yeah.
So they were really friendly around there. I think he was wearing an LA Lakers shirt.
No, that's it, though.
It just shows the mass. Like compared to Britain, it's not as big.
It's not as big. I don't think many
Most kids wear
Brits.
football shirts compared to there. I saw no soccer, they call it over there.
Soccer. It's
Jerseys.
just football. Anyone that calls it soccer, I don't listen to. It's football.
Yeah.
Which reminds me,
Oh.
we've got a little charity game
We
that
do.
Me and you are doing.
Different teams though.
Different teams.
Different teams.
Do you play football? Because I'm not a baller like that.
I
Though.
frequently play. Me and my mates play a lot. Not as fast though, but again, I'm working to get back to my pace, back to speed, getting strung up. I'm a CDM player, so
Damn, okay.
I'm
so,
in front of the goal. I'm going to stop people from scoring.
We'll see. Yeah. I like to think I'm a midfielder and I don't like to do too much running. Yeah. I like to pass and just make sure everybody's got a feel of the ball, innit?
Yeah.
But shooting wise, it's sort of we'll see. Yeah. Touch.
Got 3 months of work.
Yeah, don't worry. I've been working. Yeah, I started my
Is it?
bits and bobs. So
Oh.
we'll see how it goes, innit? Though.
Sounds a bit like a challenge.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping we can make the most out of the little football game that we've got going on. Yeah.
No, yeah, 100%.
More details will come up. I'll leave it for the guys as well.
Sure, for sure.
To tune in if they wanna come and watch, they can come. But yeah, man, it's been nice though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I thank you for coming on a ride. Yeah. On Big Bill Podcast. Yeah.
Honestly, it's been my pleasure.
No, I appreciate it,
My
and
pleasure.
it's been kind of a nice experience, man.
That's been, It's not often I sit down like this and just
Just talk, innit? Yeah, and for those guys that are just watching, this is the first time I'm meeting Ollie. Yeah, Ollie's a great guy, even though it feels like I've known him for ages, isn't it? It's quite sick. So, yeah, I hope it's been a ride to remember, innit? One of many. Yeah.
Hopefully I'll...
You'll be back again when there's a stash of films that you film, documentaries that you've done.
I'll remember this.
Yeah. It's the idea though. It's the idea. But people, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And people, enjoy a cup of coffees, man, innit? In a bit.